Many Square Project Part 2. Project development process number 11 says copy over the versions of IX and IY from CV Square Spiral in the project from part 1. What happens when you run the code and why? So let me actually just before we make any changes, let's just run this real quick and take a look. When we run it, we get these squares, and we have the yellow square in the top left, and the black square is on the right, and the bottom, and in bottom left, top right, bottom left is black, and top left, bottom right is yellow. And if we go into our, where's our checker loop? If we go in here and set n equal to 1, then we get a single black square up in the top left. Okay. And basically, let's see, because n is equal to 1, 0 plus 1 minus 0 mod 2 is not 0. So whenever we have exactly one square, it's always going to be a black square. But in the case we have now, when n is equal to 1, it goes in the top left. Okay, and again, the top left, because things change when n is equal to 8, the top left is yellow here. Okay, but we start at the top and we build, column by column that way. Okay, so now let's flip over to Square Spiral and copy over this version of. Really, we just need to do IY because depending on how you did things, you might need to copy over the IX too, but if you used the same IX, let's see, let me copy this. So now we just need the only difference in CV checkerboard, so IX should be the same, but IY, we're going to just reverse the Y direction here. So if I paste this in, edit, paste. Okay, so now we're doing this max XY, or max Y, I'm sorry, minus round Y, so that we're actually going into logical coordinates. So let's just make sure that, see what that does. So now, notice now we have a black square. Our black square is in top left, bottom right position, and the yellow is top right, bottom left. And if we look at what's happening with n equal to 1, we have a single square at the bottom left. Okay, so for this, once we flip over to logical coordinates, then we're starting to build down here and build up column by column. And you can play around with this some more too, and make sure we're clear on what's happening at this point. So now we're building our columns starting down here and building up one at a time and going across that way. Okay, so again, I encourage you to just play around with this code as much as you like to. Oops, what did I? Play around with this code as much as you like to see what's going on. Make sure you back things up, right, and make copies. You can always copy the whole method down and you know, rename one copy like checker original, and then you know, goof around with this one, and then when you're done playing, then you can just go back and get rid of this guy and go back to having this be your checker method. Okay, stuff like that. You can always stick in print lens and stuff too to see what's going on. But anyway, so is that everything we need to do? Yep, that's step 11.